All right, welcome back to Meet in the Lobby. This is the podcast where hospitality meets innovation.
I'm Dorien Murphy.
And I am Melissa McCormack. Dorien, how has your month been going?
Well, my month has been going pretty okay. Um, we just got the big snowstorm,
Oh, yeah.
and we got about 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And I would look out my window, and I would see everybody, shoveling out their driveways and getting their sidewalks together. And I'm like, you peasants, I will never shovel any snow. I'm staying in. I went shopping. I'm ready. I'm good to go. And yesterday my wife is like, Dorien, we gotta go and we gotta leave the house. And I'm like, no, no, I don't have a shovel. I don't have the means
Wait, you don't
to
have a
clear out
shovel?
our. No, I didn't buy one. I ended up shoveling my driveway with a dustpan.
A
Yeah.
dustpan.
Yeah, that's how that ended. The cut to the
Okay.
punchline. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wish that I could have seen that. Do you have like a ring cam or any sort of camera where we can see this?
If I do, I wouldn't tell you. Not on this
Oh,
one.
come on. Well, you know I would air it on this podcast.
I know you would.
My gosh. I've got to tell you, so we got almost 20 inches of snow here outside of the New York City area. And on Saturday night, I had a poker night with my neighbor and dear friend. And I was telling him, I'm like, I'm getting ready to shovel. I'm getting amped up. The snowstorm's coming in this weekend. And he's like, no, you don't. You don't have to shovel. And I was like, oh, I do. We're expecting a lot of snow. He's like, I got you. And now I need to preface this by saying that he's the epitome of a New Yorker guy, right? And he's like, I got you. You know, I always take care of you. That snow ain't got nothing on me. I'm going to bring my snowblower down there. I'm going to get it handled. You don't have to worry about a thing. And so he comes the next day, 3 separate times, and he snowblows my sidewalk. And he is an angel of a man. And I had the best looking sidewalks on the block, I have to tell you.
What a man.
What a man.
What
Yep.
a man. Does he come to Baltimore?
He would. He's that kind of a guy.
Well, Melissa, on this episode, we're going to switch things up a little bit. We have cast our feelers out to the interweb universe, and we're taking questions submitted by you, our listeners.
That's right. We've got questions from guest experience, hotel operations, new technology, and just where is hospitality headed next? So we are covering all of your questions, listeners.
I'm excited. Melissa, you look excited. You look good, by the way. I have to say that. You look good.
Thank you. Well, it's
Channeling our
because
inner Steve Jobs today with the black.
I feel
Okay.
especially smart.
Yeah. Let's get into it. So most markets are forecasting flat to down occupancy for 2026. In your opinion, what are some enhanced offerings to offer guests an improved experience while increasing the revenue per occupied room?
Hmm. So I think the key term here is guest experience, right? It's the small touches that keep guests coming back. And there are so many things that you can do. Two things that I think about are wellness and tech. So I'll quickly go over both of those. On the wellness side, I'm going to stay on the sleep enhancement side of wellness. We did an amazing episode with Bright Bed where we dug fairly deeply into this, and same thing with Leah Crump on how to enhance that sleep and wellness experience. Um, some small investments that hotel operators can invest in would be blackout curtains, sound machines. When we were in Baltimore a couple weeks ago together, I used the sound machine in my room and it was phenomenal. You can also invest in quality pillows and then lighting. I, as a guest, am willing to pay more if I know I'm going to get an excellent sleep experience. Second part is tech, right? Tech, you have to be a little careful with because it's got to support the team at the hotel to enhance the guest experience. And you can use it in amazing ways. So, mobile ordering, right? Anything that you can do to make ordering easier for a guest is going to enhance the guest experience, number one, but it's also going to enhance the sales per room. So, mobile ordering for in room dining or hygiene amenities, things like that, using it for pre-arrival too, right? You can use it for upselling, but also to be able to personalize a guest stay. And that's going to make them want to come back, and you'll be able to charge more for that room and that experience. What do
You
you
know,
think?
I hear you so much on the tech aspect.
Mhm.
You know, I just stayed at a luxury hotel in the San Francisco area when I was out seeing clients a few weeks ago. And right after my booking, they sent me information on whether or not I wanted to book a spa experience, like a masseuse to come up to my
Mhm.
room. And I thought, oh God, this is lovely. The answer is no, because I don't have the time to do it. But you know what? If I had the time, we'd be doing it. Um,
100%.
so I hear you on that kind of anticipatory service, because I know that can bring dollars in the door. On the other side, when you speak about tech and mobile ordering, I
Hmm.
agree fully, right? If you're able to order from a menu where you know it and you love it, and it's very descriptive, and it's able to show you pictures, and it's really done well, then
Hmm.
mobile ordering can be a very efficient way
Hmm.
to get the food you want when you're on a time crunch. But I have an instance when I was in Vegas at the end of last year, and the hotel was using an online ordering system,
Okay.
online order and food delivery system that we all know and love. There are a few of them out there, and
Okay.
and you didn't have the option of calling an IRD operator. So, I had
Interesting.
questions about the menu. There were things I had needs. I wasn't able to get all of those needs met
Hmm.
because I couldn't really talk to anybody about the needs. It also didn't upsell me on drinks and desserts and all of those other things. So I really thought at that hotel it was a missed opportunity. So it's a fine line, in certain instances between, actually doing something that empowers a team to, you know, deliver that guest experience and create that revenue, but it's
Hmm.
got to be executed just right in order to really have that guest experience part be met. I've been thinking about this question for a little bit since I seen it come in from the interwebs. And one thing that I think that could really enhance guest experience while providing incremental revenue per occupied room
Hmm.
is something that Leah Crump talked about on our episode when she talked about a mini bar for spa and
Oh,
health and wellness.
yes.
How many times, Melissa, have you been out and at a hotel on a business trip, and maybe you wanted or endeavored to book that spa day, but it just didn't happen?
Oh, quite often. Quite often because we're so busy. I
Right.
don't have time to set aside 2 hours to go get a lovely spa treatment.
So imagine if there were a mini bar set in the bathroom, or maybe set someplace in the room where
Hmm.
you can pull a bath bomb or an eye mask or a small facial kit where you can do some of that spa experience on your own time in your room. Wouldn't you use that?
Oh, I 100% would. And funny enough, I actually bring a collagen face mask with me when I travel, especially if I've got a long flight. I'm at the age where I might need that extra boost of collagen. But yes, I would absolutely use it so I wouldn't have to schlep the mask with me. 100%.
And so that's where my mind goes on it. And I talked to my wife about like things that she would like to have in the room. And she said a bath bomb, like I would use a bath bomb every day. And so just think about that. I asked her, how much would you spend in a luxury hotel on a bath bomb, and she told me that she would spend $50 a night on a bath bomb.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
hold on. Did you say 50?
yeah, she said $50 a night. Ouch, right?
Dorian. Is it your money she's spending here?
Yeah, it's our money that
Nope.
we're
That is
spending.
the correct answer, especially if she listens to this podcast.
uh, you know, I don't know that I would approve the $50 per night bath bomb spend, but I guess it's more so her money when you really think about it. Um,
Even if
so
you would charge
anyway,
half that, though, you're spot on. We would
and I
invest in
mean,
it.
a 3-night stay, $75 on bath bombs. Who wouldn't like a $75 per stay room lift?
Exactly. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, the $50, that's quite funny that she said that, but
Yeah, that's nuts. That's the IRD and bath bomb budget per night.
exactly. Well, let's not have you thinking about her spending that amount of money. We will transition to food and beverage, right? We've got another
Okay, let's do
question
it.
that's F&B focused. So let me pull it up here. What does it say? It says, how can restaurants and hotels execute zero-proof drink experience to make it feel elegant and sophisticated instead of just you must have it on the menu?
Oh, that's a good question.
It
And
is.
I'm going to channel my inner wife on this because she doesn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that she looks for when she's looking at a beverage menu is a zero proof craft cocktail or mocktail list. And the thing that really grinds her gears is
Mm-hmm.
if it seems like the menu items are crafted by whatever's left over from like mixers from the bar. And the thing she
Oh.
hates the most is, just mixing together a cranberry and a pineapple juice with a splash of Sprite and putting a sprig of mint on top and calling it whatever the restaurant's called. It just didn't seem like it was tailored to her,
Mm-hmm.
crafted for her, and created for her. And so I think that, restaurants can execute a zero proof drink experience
Mm-hmm.
by turning it into something that anybody would want to drink, whether
Mm-hmm.
or not you drink alcohol, and just really carefully crafting it and thinking about it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, the data has shown that Gen Z does not drink nearly as much as us millennials. I will leave my comments off on that. But
I
the
had a comment
industry,
too. I'm gonna leave it.
okay, perfect. We'd like to keep our jobs. So the industry, I think, really has to pivot, right? And what I like about Zero Proof ties into exactly what you were saying and what your wife loves so much about it. And it gives bartenders the ability to really be creative, and they can create this amazing drink experience without having the added cost of alcohol, right? The health cost of alcohol, but also the profitability cost, right? How it impacts
For sure.
profitability. You know, I have some friends that don't drink, and when we go out, they don't want just a glass of water or a Pepsi. They want something that's going to wow their taste buds, enhance their overall experience. And I think the bartenders really like it too, from those that I've spoken to, because it really does allow them to be creative and be part of elevating the guest experience.
Just couldn't agree more with you on that. Last question. What are
Yes.
your biggest takeaways from being a part of 25 years of hospitality success with Avendra?
My gosh, I can't believe Avendra has been around partnering with clients for 25 years now. So I've been with Avendra about 13 years. I'm going to have to say that my favorite part or my biggest takeaway of 25 years of hospitality success, it's got to be the relationships. Relationships with our clients, our customers, our supplier partners. I mean, even internally. I think of a customer that I have had the opportunity to work with in Western Canada, in Boston, and down in Florida. The same person. And that's what's great about this industry, right? Everybody moves around, but you maintain those relationships throughout all of
Yep.
it. I mean, Dorian, I was in Prague and I ran into a supplier partner at a classical music concert in Prague. Now, we
Nice.
chatted about business. I mean, how random is that, right? But it was great to see her. We chatted about business. And what it comes down to, I think, over these 25 years and why we've been so successful as a company is we all just want, and we all, our clients, our properties, our supplier partners, and all of us, we just want what's best for the guests and the guest experience.
I hear you there. And,
Yeah.
I know in our actual day jobs with Avendra, we do that day in and day out. There are countless times where we're putting on our capes and saving the day or advising um, not only our clients, but even our supplier partners on how to better position their businesses and how to action on making that driving that revenue for their businesses. So,
You
okay,
actually you bring up a really good point though, right? Because we do help not only our clients and customers save money and become more profitable, but we help with the suppliers too, right? It's kind of an ecosystem that
it
we're part of.
definitely is an ecosystem. I mean, yesterday I spent half of my workday. I had 7 half-hour meetings yesterday,
Ooh.
meeting with new supplier partners that want to join our program, existing ones that want to really kind of show some new products and goods and their new strategy, and they really
Mhm.
do see us as like a, a free consultant, right, on how to like kind of move the needle in their businesses. It's one part of the job that is my absolute favorite. I
I
have to say
love
that.
it. I love it.
For me, I've been a part of Avendra for 3 years, and I would say the biggest thing that I liked being a part of 3 of 25 Avendra years is the
Mhm.
opportunity.
Mm.
Um, I never would have thought that I would have the opportunity to be a co-host of an awesome podcast that is starting to grow its legs and run down the snowy streets, you know.
I
Um,
like that. I like that.
and just really, it's just the opportunity, right?
Mhm.
We're able to put together what our days look like and really make the impact we want to make in our own ways. And it's not micromanaged. It is resourced nicely. And so, I mean, I would just say again, being a part of 25 years of hospitality success with Avendra for me has been the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, you know what's so interesting is we've all come from different backgrounds. Now, yours and mine, a little more similar, right? We came from operations prior to joining Avendra, but we've got food scientists on our team. We've got former supplier partners that have transitioned to our team and vice versa, right? We've had
Yeah.
some on our team join our supplier partners. So I love that there's so many different backgrounds, and that just adds to what we can offer.
You know what? I couldn't have said it better myself. But I think looking at our clock, that's our time for today. You know what? We should do more of these. I really like
I
answering these
agree.
questions.
Yes, if you guys have more questions you'd like for Dorien and I to answer, please send a DM to Avendra's LinkedIn with your question, and we'll make sure to address it in a future episode.
Listen, we'll see you next time on Meet in the Lobby, and keep those questions coming.
Thanks for meeting with us today. Interested in becoming a member of Avendra's procurement services? Scan the QR code on the screen or visit us at www.avendra.com to inquire. To learn more about Avendra International and the latest hospitality news and trends, follow us on LinkedIn at Avendra International. Meet in the Lobby is a production from Avendra International. Special thanks to our executive producers Dorien Murphy, Melissa McCormack, Corey Moriarty, Eleanor Waddell, and Lindsay Garbachik, and our production partners, Market Scale. To learn more, click the link in the description.